Hi everyone, welcome to the show. In Chilliwack, we have many different clubs. Now I'm not talking about nightclubs, where you go drinking and dancing. I'm talking about clubs like the Rotary Club, and there's the Lions, and there's, the Kingsmen, or something like that. There's the Toastmasters. I know that because I used to be a member. There's the Seroptimist, not to be confused with the Optimist Club. There's another club, but I know nothing about it, and that's the Alano Club. Our guest today is Don Len, and he's going to tell us what the Alano Club is all about. Ladies and gentlemen, Don Len. Yeah, so thanks for being here, Don.
You're welcome.
Really know nothing about the Alano Club.
It's amazing how many people don't. It's we kind of, it's the inside joke that we're this secret society, and we're not. The Alano Club itself, or the Alano Society, actually has a genesis around the 1950s in Chilliwack, and it kind of moved around from church basements to actually the Women's Hall that used to be Wellington and Stanley, as I recall. And then around the late 1970s, early 1980s, and leading up to that, there was a lovely lady named Ruth Orwald that was a real champion when it came to 12-step recovery, and not only Chilliwack, but in the Eastern Fraser Valley, to the point where the Alano Society, for what you want to call it back then, had a very pleasant surprise in 1982. Ruth gifted us the building that is currently standing.
Wow.
Yeah, that's at Victoria and Nowell, the big funky white building that nobody knows what goes on in there.
Very generous of her.
Unbelievable.
What exactly is the Alano Club? Like, what happens there?
Yeah, the Alano Club, a lot of people wonder whether the name comes from. There's a lot of different stories. Alcohol, no. It is a clean and sober environment. It is a meeting place. It is, and this is where we try to be very specific that we're not trying to diss Salvation Army, Ruth and Naomi's, or Cyrus Center. We don't do what they do. They do a wonderful job as being a homeless shelter, a soup kitchen, detox facility, treatment facility. We don't do that. We are a meeting place, and basically a safe haven for anyone who wants to work a 12-step program or go to meetings, whether it's Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, Codependents Anonymous, Al-Anon, which is for friends and family of those who are dependent. And we have a lot of single moms who bring their kids, and we try to keep it, again, family friendly. A lot of grandparents show up.
Right.
We just did a survey in conjunction with Chilliwack Senior Resources, and we figured about 25% minimum of the people that come through the doors are 55 and older.
So what happens you have regular meetings?
Regular 12-step meetings.
Okay.
And it is 12-step recovery. It is not religious-based. A lot of people get tripped up with that. But it is a way to try and help you deal with the cravings, deal with the psychological aspect, the mental illness of alcoholism and drug addiction. And a lot of people don't understand that, and we totally get that, and that's why we say come on in, not necessarily to an AA or an NA meeting or a CODA meeting, just come in and talk to the people and to learn more, and we have tons of information in pamphlets and that we can hand out. So
who leads the meetings?
That is up to the various groups. We have a 7-day-a-week meeting first thing in the morning at 7:30 called Early Bird. We have 6 days a week a noon meeting, and then various meetings in the evening. And that's where it's not just AA, but again, Al-Anon, CODA, which is Codependents Anonymous. And we are also available to other businesses or groups who want to use the building, rent out the building from us, but they don't serve alcohol at all.
Right.
And we have a stage.
Right. I like that.
In the back room. Originally, when the building was gifted to us, we didn't have the big room at the side, so everything was done downstairs, which we affectionately refer to as the dungeon, because it is kind of old and dingy. But over the years, since 1982, a proper kitchen has been put in, And we have the main meeting area in the back, which you see from the Nowell Street side. And that's where all the meetings happen.
So do people pay dues?
We do have memberships.
Okay.
That doesn't mean you have to pay to attend a meeting. You don't have to do that. It's just it's a revenue stream for the Alano to help us out pay our bills, on top of revenue from the kitchen, our gaming grants that we do get. The one thing we don't get is, because we have our own kitchen and we charge for meals, we're not a soup kitchen. Therefore, we don't have an RCA Revenue Canada number. We are a charity organization, but we are not a charity per se, so we can't give out those tax receipts for a donation.
Okay.
It's a little quirk with Revenue Canada.
Right, yeah. Well, Don, looks like we're completely out of time, but thanks for being here. And thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. Peace out.